He was a high-profile thief who targeted posh houses and looted there. Expensive cars, branded clothes and accessories were his primary target. Though the Delhi police laid a trap to nab him several times, he gave a slip to the cops every time. But a crime involving him and his associates finally landed him behind bars. But how? Let's find out.
This man you see on your screens is said to be one of the most notorious in all of Delhi. The cops have been on the lookout for him over the past many years. Meet Sanjay Pahadia, a high-profile thief with a liking for expensive cars, branded clothes and accessories. Sanjay Pahadia was arrested from a lodge after the Delhi cops monitored his whereabouts using a tracking device and also zeroing in on areas he frequented often in Haryana, Surajkand and other places in its vicinity. Pahadia was caught with substantial amounts of gold and diamond jewelry, rings, high-end mobile phones and other expensive items. He was involved in major heists in posh areas of New Delhi like Malviya Nagar, Vasant Vihar, Greater Kailash, Saket and House Khas. Pahadia was also involved in thefts in other metro cities like Mumbai and Kolkata, putting his name in the list of one of the most wanted criminals by Delhi police. According to Delhi police, there are more than 20 cases registered against this notorious individual.
पार्टियां है कि खासकर बर्गलर है, ये अपने साथ कुछ लड़कों को लेके जाता है, ये ताला वगैरह तोड़ने में बहुत माहिर है। इनके पास कुछ इम्प्लीमेंट्स है, चाकू टाइप का है, वो कुछ स्क्रू ड्राइवर टाइप का है, बना हुआ है। किसी भी ताला को उसी इम्प्लीमेंट्स के मुताबिक आराम से खोल देता है और इसके बाद अंदर जाके कितना भी अलमीरास वगैरह है उसको भी तोड़ने का इनका पूरा साधन है। इसके बाद तोड़ के कितना भी सामान है उसको लेके जाके बिक्री करता है। इसमें इनका खासकर मोडस ऑपरेंडी ये है, पहले रेकी करके घर को आइडेंटिफाई करके चले जाता है। इसके बाद गाड़ी में आता है, खासकर लग्जरी गाड़ी इसमें आता है, आके कहीं दूर खड़ा करके उनका अपना लड़के को लेके जाके पहले घर में इनका तोड़ना एक काम है मेन गेट का, इसके बाद ये अलग हो जाता है।
Well, if you're wondering what this man did to loot people and their money, you ought to see these CCTV visuals. Take a keen look at these surveillance visuals. A gang enters a house situated in Sarita Vihar. The gang of men posed as though they had come to meet someone. But you will be shocked to know that these men are no guests but thieves. They are none other than Sanjay Pahadia's associates. The notorious Sanjay is also spotted among them. It was on August 14, 2014 that a gang of men arrived at a house at around 3:47 a.m. Very soon, one of them opened the entrance gate of the house and then a gang of men entered. In a span of 2 minutes, the gang gained access into 2 cars that belonged to the owner of the house. What's more, they did not wait any longer. While one of them stole the Scorpio, the others concentrated on another car that was parked right outside the building. The gang then made away with both the cars and fled from the spot in no time. The owner, who later arrived at his house, was shocked out of his wits when he could not find both his cars. He immediately approached the cops and lodged a complaint. The cops registered a case and swung into action. Luckily, they obtained the CCTV visuals of the crime from the owner's house. They first collected the CCTV visuals and examined it carefully. During this, The cops were shocked when they learned that the man behind the crime was a notorious criminal they were on the lookout for from the past many years.
रिसीवर है उनको अरेस्ट कर लिया है, उनसे कुछ रिकवरी वगैरह भी क्या है। इसके अलावा एक ज्वेलर और का नाम बताया है, अभी उसको भी हम अरेस्ट करने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं, वो अभी नहीं मिला है, उसका दौरा है। और घर भी बार बार बदलता है, पहले संगम विहार में रहता था, इसके बाद फरीदाबाद से और दोबारा दिल्ली में कुछ जगह में रहा है। ये पूरा चीज हम वेरीफाई कर रहे हैं। और 4 केसेस में ईपीओ का प्रोसीडिंग चल रही थी सरिता विहार में, 2 केसेस साकेत में, उसमें वांटेड था। हमारा 5 केस खुली है। इसके अलावा भी और कोई केसेस वगैरह के बारे में भी अपनी पूछताछ कर रहे हैं, अभी पूछताछ चल रही है। और इनका और भी गाड़ियां हैं।
Hence, they put him under surveillance and fished out details about the cars he had stolen. The cops knew that Sanjay would target only posh houses. The next day, cops got a tip-off that Sanjay was visiting the same place in the car that he had stolen the previous night.
वो उसके बारे में हम अभी जानकारी ले रहे हैं, वो अभी क्लियर कट इसके बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है। हर जगह में हमने पूरा केस पहले कैसा भी हुआ है उसका भी वेरीफाई कर रहे हैं, कैसा इस टाइप का कुछ चीज़ हुआ हो, अभी तक वो फैक्ट्स क्लियर एस्टेब्लिश नहीं हुआ है। होंडा सिटी गाड़ी है, मोस्टली ये जीन्स सफारी के आता है, बढ़िया ठीक ठाक एग्जीक्यूटिव टाइप का आते हैं, सो दैट इनको कोई पहचाने नहीं। और दूसरा ये मोस्टली वो लग्जरी गाड़ी में आके उतारते हैं, वो आसपास में जगह में, इसलिए किसी को पता नहीं चलती ये चोर है। ये इनका मेन मोडस ऑपरेंडी है। हाँ, वो भी है। ये कभी भी चेकिंग वगैरह में भी कभी इनको पूछताछ कर लिया, ये ठीक ठाक अंग्रेजी वगैरह बोल के निकल जाता है, किसी को पता नहीं पड़ता है ये चोर है, ये आदमी है। इस टाइप का चीजें इनका शक करना बहुत मुश्किल है।
A trap was laid to nab him, but in vain. Pahadia gave them a slip again and escaped from Sangam Vihar's Patra hospital, leaving his car behind. The team then installed a tracking device on the car. When he came to get his vehicle 2 days later, the police activated the tracker and started keeping a tab on his daily movements. He was finally nabbed on the 3rd day. Pahadia, who used a different luxury car for every theft, mostly stole gold and diamond jewelry.
मिली है एक सीसीटीवी में, एक ब्लैक कलर का होंडा सिविक गाड़ी आई थी। इनका कहाँ इनका अड्डा हो सकती है, वो अड्डा में पूरा इंक्वायरी वगैरह पूछताछ किया है, उसका मुताबिक गाड़ी के बारे में पता चली है। इसके बाद हमने वो गाड़ी का ट्रैक करना शुरू किया है। उसी में हमने सूरज कुंड के आसपास बॉर्डर में इनको काबू किया है। ये खासकर कितना भी पैसा है गर्लफ्रेंड्स वगैरह के साथ खर्च करके, उम्र है अभी तक 26 केसेस में ये इन्वॉल्व है। ये एड्रेस है, ये कैरागढ़, आगरा, यूपी का रहने वाला है।
Before committing the crimes, he would break the CCTV cameras or cut their connection. The police got the better of him after he failed to disconnect the CCTV wires in his previous attempt. It was also revealed after the arrest that he possessed a unique 5-key device that could open any lock within seconds.
हमारा इसमें रिकवरी हुआ है, 3 डायमंड रिंग मिली है। इसके अलावा बहुत बड़ा चेन है, 60 ग्राम का चेन पहना हुआ था उस समय, वो भी इसी टाइप का चोरी का आया हुआ माल का है। सिल्वर का बिस्किट्स, सिल्वर कॉइन और कुछ पैसे हैं, सिक्के हैं, होंडा सिटी सिविक गाड़ी है, कुछ हाउस ब्रेकिंग इम्प्लीमेंट्स, 3 मोबाइल, इसके अलावा रोलेक्स वॉच है, ये पूरा मिली है। इसके अलावा कुछ प्रॉपर्टी वगैरह का बारे में भी हम अभी इंक्वायरी कर रहे हैं, कहाँ इसका इतना चोरी करता है, इसका माल का कहाँ रखा हुआ है, उसका कैसा कैसा इन्होंने ये क्या है उसका पूरा ट्रेल हम पूरा ढूंढ रहे हैं। चोरी का माल है उसी को बिक्री करके अपना पूरा लैविश लाइफस्टाइल में रहता था, उसी में खर्चा वगैरह करता था।
The special cell, which was handed the responsibility to Nab Pahadia after he gave the police a slip time and again, managed to turn the tables on him by using the same technology he foiled. He is now behind bars and has been remanded to judicial custody.
Kannada was a district known for its brainy people. Be it SSLC exams or PUC exams, Dakshina Kannada topped it all. But of late, the district has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Dakshina Kannada has now become the headquarters of ganja and other narcotics. Rampant gang wars have started to claim the lives of innocent people. In this episode, we will tell you the shocking story of an auto driver who was murdered by drug peddlers.
Dakshin Kannada, or South Canara as it is popularly known, has a rare distinction of producing geniuses and bright students. It is revered as the Mecca of education since it houses an array of globally reputed educational institutions. It also has another tag from the past, the dubious tag of crime, especially of drug peddlers. Yes, the temple of education is defiled due to the rampant drug peddling in Dakshin Kannada. Students are jeopardizing their future by falling prey to this poison. It's a matter of shame that the district that produces bright students also produces drug addicts in equal numbers. The woes of drug peddling has now become a much more complicated knot to entangle. The district has been witnessing a slew of horrific murders in recent years. The booming drug business in the area has cast a pall of fear and gloom over the district. A recent gory murder of an auto driver has sent shockwaves all across this village. This small village was once an ideal example of harmony and brotherhood. But now it is a haven of drug offenders. It is the headquarters of the notorious narcotic drug ganja. Law and order is a joke here. You can find scared cops who shy away from taking action against crime happening before their very eyes. Which is this village we are talking about? How horrific is the scene of drug peddling in this village? Who was that auto driver who met a gory end? Here is the blood-laced drug story from Dakshin Kannada. Maripalla is a tiny village in Bantwal Taluk of Dakshin Kannada. This village houses people belonging to all communities and is a centre of communal harmony. But over the past few years, the village has shed a lot of blood. It has not stopped yet. Recently, an innocent auto driver was brutally murdered in the outskirts of Maripalla. Only when auto rickshaw drivers of the village saw the dead body did they realize that it was their dear friend Rifai. "28-year-old Rifai was a resident of Maripalla. He drove an auto rickshaw for a living." Before telling you how and why Rifai was murdered, we will tell you the dreaded story of gang wars in Maripalla which claimed Rifai's life. Drug peddling entered Maripalla almost a decade ago. Only a few were involved in drug peddling in the beginning. But the numbers soon grew manifold when residents realized the whopping profit in the business. Maripalla slowly started to make its presence in the drug world. Ganja was the speciality of this village. Demands for ganja started to come from across the state and eventually from the nation as well. Naturally, competition grew between drug peddlers. Initially, the competition was healthy as competitors knew each other well, but soon things were about to change. It does not take much time and effort for friends to turn foes. Competitors were slowly becoming rivals and later became sworn enemies. They tried to stamp their supremacy in drug peddling on others. That is when the bloody and dark chapter of drug wars began in the village of Maripalla. The very first drop of blood was shed in Maripalla on the 5th of January in 2012. A drug peddler named Nuruddin was slaughtered in broad daylight.